Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Aaron Thomas, and I want to start a conversation about rethinking manhood. What is a man? Thinking outside the box as a man, finding ways to be a better man towards your spouse, a better man towards your kids, a better man in society, and a better man towards yourself. The reason why I want to start this conversation is because men are 3.5 times more likely to commit suicide than women. The mass shootings that are happening right now in the United States are just violence, the sheer violence that's happening in the United States, specifically mass shootings. 95 to 98% are done by men. When we talk about abuse, domestic violence, sexual assault, men are the ones doing it at a higher scale than women. I'm not saying that men can't get sexually assaulted. I'm not saying that men can't be abused. They can, but at a rate lower than women. There's a stat that says 85 to 90% of domestic violence that's happening right now in the U.S. is done by men, and then the 10 to 15% is women. So there's a violence problem that we as men are having, and no one's really talking about it. I feel like there's a lot of hurt men walking around our society or this world, and they're hiding who they really are because of the fear of being called weak. So we put on this mask and we try to act like we're tough and can't nothing hurt us. And we deal with trauma just like everyone else. We have feelings, we have emotions, and finding ways to express that in a positive way versus expressing it in a negative way, I feel like is key. And so I just want to start a conversation to see what we can do as men to be better. One thing that I do, my full-time job, I am a BIP coordinator. I work with the Crisis Center of West Texas. I've been doing it for 2 years. And what I do is I talk to men who've been abusive in their relationships. We try to find ways to prevent them from being abusive again. We try to find ways to help them stop the cycle, because normally when someone is abusive, they've also either seen abuse or been abused themselves, right? And so it could be a learned behavior. And so we just try to find ways to show them that abuse is not the only way you can communicate to someone if you have an issue with them or if you're feeling some type of way. There's other ways you can communicate besides punching holes in walls, cussing her out, making her feel like crap, hitting her, kicking her, punching her. And so this conversation, I also want women to be involved because I want women, they also have knowledge as far as like what, we as men could do better. And I just want to start a conversation. I really want to see where this goes. I want to bring attention to not all the bad, because there's also some great men out there doing great things. And I want to spotlight those men too, have conversations with them, interview them and kind of just see like, what happened to them or what helped them along their path to get, where they're at now. And so the whole purpose of this video series, this channel, is to start a conversation. I was also in the Army for 3 years. I served in Iraq for 1. And about 2.5 years ago, one of my buddies did make it. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't make it, and that hurt me deeply, right? And so I was searching for answers and trying to figure out like what could I have done differently in that time span that we had a conversation. Could I have done something or said something differently? And so this is one of the motivating factors as to why I'm starting this video series right now, is because I want men to understand and know that they're not alone in this process, that you can be tough and loving at the same time, that you can be a protector, right? And then also have fun and hang out with your kids. Like, you don't always have to be on to prove yourself to others that you're a man, right? And so motivating factors, I really want men to understand and know that they're not alone in this world, that there are people out there that care about them and that want to see them strive and be the best that they can be. All right? So weekly content talking about different topics. If there's a topic that you want to talk about or get interviewed about, drop it in the comments section, and then we'll start from there. But my main goal is understanding or letting men know that they're not alone in this fight, that there are other men out here wanting and willing to help, right? And I'm talking about all men, especially veterans, police officers, firefighters, EMT guys, people who have been in trauma, maybe dealing with trauma right now. This channel is for you. I want you to understand and know that being violent isn't the answer. Running to drugs and alcohol isn't the answer. Running to women isn't the answer. Running to porn or anything that could negatively affect your mindset and the way you think, that's not the answer. And understanding and knowing that there are people out here that can and will help. I am not a counselor. I'm just a regular, schmegular dude that talks to other dudes, and I'm starting to realize, like, this is a big issue. And from this issue, going out there and talking to the next generation coming up so that, they don't have to fight the same fight that we're fighting now. I just want to make this, this world a better place. I want to make the community a better place. I want women and children to be safe, right? Like, women and children shouldn't, fear for their lives or shouldn't be displaced because, a man can't control how he feels. So I just, like I said, just want to start a conversation. I just want to see where this goes. And I hope, it starts a movement, or it opens up the eyes to other men. And it starts to, break down and question what we thought a man is, and is it really what we think it is, or if it's something that society has been kind of pushing down our throat. So I really hope, y'all enjoy this channel and, what it's trying to do. And we'll see in the future what we can do together, right? And I can't wait. All right, y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.